Global Media Monitoring Project. In 1995, a World Christian Community for Communication with the Alliance of UNESCO and UN Women initiated a project which is called Global Media Monitoring to see the gender equality in the media and to document uh, gender based indicators of the media. The Global Media Monitoring Project is the largest and longest longitudinal study on the gender in the world's media. It is also the largest advocacy initiative in the world on changing the representation of women in the media. The idea was first conceived at the International Conference Women Empowering Communication in Bangkok in 1994. Media Watch Canada, with the support of from WACC UK and World Association of Christian Communication UK and Status of Women Canada, among others, took up the challenge of coordinating this groundbreaking initiative, the Global Media Monitoring Project. The aim of this project were to map the representation and portrayal of women in the world's news media, to develop a grassroots research instrument to build solidarity among gender and communication groups worldwide, to create media awareness, and to develop media monitoring skills on an international level. The first study in this regard was conducted on January 18th, 1995, and 71 countries participated in this study, and volunteers monitored the news in 71 countries on radio, television, and the newspaper, resulting in the collection of more than 50,000 media records. And the analysis of these media records was published and presented at the Women's NGO Forum in Beijing in September 1995. If we talk about the results of Media Monitoring Project from 1995 to 2015, let's see this table in which the results have been compared. And we come to know that when we talk about the main story topics in the newspaper, television, and radio, that how many topics covered male and how many topics covered female as a subjects, we come to know that in 1995, the overall, if we see the story topics related to science and health, the female subjects were 27 and male subjects were 73. And in 2017, the stories covered on science and health, the female subjects were 35 and the male subjects were 65. So there is a very little increase over the period of the 20 years, and this increase of female subjects is 8%. And when we talk about the socio legal news stories on both subjects, male and female, we come to know that in 1995, 19% stories were conducted on the female subjects and 81% stories were conducted on the male subjects. And when we compare this finding with the finding of 2015, we come to know that 28% female subjects were included in the news stories of social and legal, as compared to the 72% for the male subjects. So there is also a little increase, which is 9%. Same if we see the second theme in of this global media monitoring report, which is functions in story. So we come to know that over the period of the time, female participation has been increased as a spokesperson, as an expert, and as an eyewitness, and as a popular opinion over the period of time. And when we talk about the portrayal of women as victim and its comparison with the male victims, we come to know that there is a slight decrease in the news stories in which woman has been portrayed as a victim. And when we talk about the portrayed as survival, so there is also a decrease when we compare both results of both genders. And the second theme of this report is reporting and presenting the news, newspaper, radio, and television. The numbers of stories presented on television and radio. So in 2015, when we compare the result for male and female reporters, so it is almost now equally represented by the male and female reporters, whereas in radio there is still a little increase in the male reporters. Stories reported by major topic newspaper, audio, and television. These statistics also show that over the period of the time there is a slight increase in the female participation in the gender, and the gender based media content has now been created all over the world. This is the report of 2015. It is expected that the report of 2020 will be published very soon, and we can compare the results of 2015 and 2020. Then you may access this report through the Global Media Monitoring Project, a website.